Let's talk about your money. We all spend a ton of time managing it, right? Paying bills, checking balances, trying to plan for the future. But what if the whole way we deal with our money is about to get completely turned on its head? Today, we're going to dive into a concept that could put a personal AI financial genius right in your pocket. But hey, before we jump into the future, let's get real about right now. For pretty much all of us, banking isn't exactly exciting. You know, it's a list of tasks. It's a chore we just have to get done.
So let me ask you this, and be honest. Do you feel like your bank is truly on your team? Like it's actively working to make your financial life easier? Or does it feel like you're the one doing all the heavy lifting?
I mean, just think about it. You've probably got a checking account with one bank, a credit card from another. Maybe your car loan is somewhere else entirely. You're constantly hopping between different apps just to get a single clear picture of your finances. It's fragmented, and honestly, it's just kind of chaotic.
And what happens when you need something big, like a loan? Who does all the work? You do. You're the one spending hours, maybe even days, digging through websites, comparing rates, filling out endless forms, all while just hoping you found the best deal. Or how about that modern nightmare, subscription creep? You know, that free trial you totally forgot about, or the 3 different streaming services you haven't used in months? Sure, our banks tell us what we've already spent, but they don't exactly help us get ahead of it, do they?
Okay, so we all agree this system's a bit broken, right? It's reactive, and all the pressure is on us. But what if we could just flip that whole script? What if technology could finally start working for us? Just imagine for a second, having an expert financial assistant that gets your goals, understands the market, and is always working to get you the best deal 24/7. And we're not just talking about a fancy chatbot here. We're talking about an agent that can actually do things on your behalf. And this is where this whole idea of agentic banking comes in. See, it's not just another app. It's a dedicated AI agent that you give permission to securely handle financial tasks for you across all your different accounts, no matter which bank they're with. So how in the world does this actually work? And I know, it might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but the process is actually surprisingly straightforward. Let's take a look at the actual workflow, from you asking for something to it being done. Okay, so this diagram gives you the bird's eye view of the whole thing. It all starts with you, the user, over on the left. Your request goes to the AI agent in the middle, which is basically the brains of the operation. That agent then securely connects with all the banking systems on the right to get the job done. And finally, it sends a confirmation back to you. Simple as that. Let's break down those steps.
So let's really break that down. Step 1, you, the user, just say what you want in plain English. Something like, find me the best personal loan under 5% and apply for it. Step 2, the AI agent totally gets what you mean, figures out the steps, and gathers the info it needs. Step 3, it uses these super secure connections, think of them like digital tunnels called APIs, to link up with different banks and actually do the work. And finally, step 4, you get a simple message that says, all done. That's it. Now, this technology isn't just some pie-in-the-sky idea. It's being actively built as we speak. The deep thinking about the architecture and the rules for this kind of system is being done by visionaries in this space, like the firm ONEITWORLD. ONEITWORLD is a company that's really focused on the architecture and governance that makes these new systems possible. Their whole philosophy is that it's not enough to just slap some new tech onto our old financial systems. The real goal is to completely reimagine them from the ground up.
And this quote from Einstein, it pretty much sums up their whole approach. They lean on it because building the future of banking isn't just about using what we already know. It's about imagining what could be. It's about creating systems that aren't just smarter, but are actually wiser and more in tune with what we, as people, really need.
So the big question, right? When is all this actually going to show up in our own wallets? Well, based on industry trends, this isn't some far-off dream. There's a specific timeline that's starting to take shape. The year to watch? 2026. All the analysis and tech trends are pointing to 2026 as a tipping point. This is the year when AI is predicted to jump from being a back-office tool to being right there on the front lines of finance, becoming a mainstream force that's going to change how all of us bank.
So what does this actually mean for you? Well, imagine your agent proactively moving some spare cash into a high-yield savings account for you, or automatically shopping for a better mortgage rate when the market shifts, or even just flagging and canceling those subscriptions you're not even using. We're talking about a bank that doesn't just hold your money. It actually makes your money work for you.
And for the banks themselves, this is an absolute game changer. They can finally offer true one-to-one personalization to millions of customers at once, not just a select few.
Complex stuff that used to take days can get done in seconds. It completely flips the model from waiting for you to call them to proactively reaching out to help you. It's not just an upgrade, it's a totally new way of doing business.
Which, brings us to one last kind of wild thought. As these AI agents get smarter, more personal, and more woven into our daily lives, will our main financial advisor, our day-to-day banker, even be human at all? Definitely something to think about.